You in love with him?
In my way.
Sure way.
I don't know. Well, I think just because you're in love with someone doesn't necessarily mean you want to spend the rest of your life with them, you know? But I mean, Jack loved me. I mean, he really, really loved me. And I hurt him. And that's the part I can't stand, you know? I just never want to hurt anybody. I mean, marriage is a big commitment, isn't it? I just can't be fully committed or involved right now. Can you understand?
I understand, but I don't agree.
Then you don't understand, really. What is this? Maybe I've got it all wrong. Maybe boys mature faster and girls are neater.
What do you mean?
Or maybe you know something, I don't know. Like ashes are good for the table. That way you keep dropping them there.
Did you move the ashtray?
It's right there, you blind.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
I mean, yes, I'm blind.
You're putting me on.
No, I'm blind. I've always been blind.
Really blind. Not
Worse.
just nearsighted.
I can't see a thing.
Oh, God, I hope I didn't say anything stupid.
Now, don't get self-conscious about it. I'm not.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
I just did.
I mean, when I first came in.
You didn't ask me.
Asking? Why would I ask? I don't just walk into someone's house and say, "Hi, I'm Jill Tanner. Are you blind?"
Right, and I don't mean a stranger to say, "Hi, Don Baker. Blind isn't bad."
I still think you should have told me. I would have told you.
Well, I wanted to see how long it would take you to figure it out. Now you know. Do you want to run screaming into the night? Just faint.
How can you make jokes?
Listen, the one thing that drives me up the wall is pity. I don't want it and I don't need it. Please don't feel sorry for me. I don't feel sorry for me, so why should you?
You are so adjusted.
No, I'm not. I never had to adjust. I was born blind. It might be different if I had been able to see and then went blind. For me, blindness is normal. I was 6 years old before I found out everyone else wasn't blind. Well, that time it didn't make much difference. So let's relax a little, okay? And if we can have a few laughs, so much the better.
A few laughs about blindness?
No, not about blindness. Can't you just forget that?
I don't know. You're the first blind person I ever met.
Congratulations. Too bad they don't give out prizes for that.
No, I mean, like, I've seen blind men on the street before, you know? With dogs. Why don't you have a dog?
They attract too much attention. I'd rather do it myself.
But isn't it rough getting around New York? It is for me.
Not at all. I manage very well with my cane. I've got so I know exactly how many steps to take to the grocery, the drugstore, the laundry.
Where's the laundry? I need one.
Next to the delicatessen, 44 steps from the front door.
I didn't see it there.
I'll show it to you.
What about here in the apartment? Aren't you afraid of bumping into everything? I mean, you could get hurt.
No, I've memorized the room. Bookcase, bathroom, bed, guitar, my cane.
And what are these books?
Brick. Front door. Dining table. Tape recorder. Wine. More wine. Photographs. My mother's idea. The big one's her. Albums. Glasses. Etc. Now if you'll put back the ashtray. Voila! You don't do anything else I'm as good as anyone else.
Better? God, you should see my place. I mean, the ketchup ends up in the stocking drawer, and the stockings end up in the oven. I mean, if you really want to see chaos, you should come and have a look at what I mean. What I meant by that.
I know what you mean. Relax. I'm no different from anyone else except that I don't see. The blindness is nothing. The thing I find hard to live with is other people's reaction to my blindness. If they only behave naturally. Some people want to assume guilt, which they can't, because my mother has that corner. Or they assume that, or they treat me as though I were living in some Greek tragedy, which I assure you I'm not. Please, just be yourself.
I'll try. But I've never met a blind person before.
Well, we're a very small select group. Like Eskimos. How many Eskimos do you know?
You know, I never thought blind people would be like you.
We're not all alike. We're not all like me.
No. I mean, I always thought blind people were kind of, you know, spooky.
Well, of course. We sleep all night hanging upside down in the shower bottom. As soon as it's dark, we wake up and find people's windows.
No, seriously, blind people have sixth sense.
No, if I had 6 senses, I still have 5, wouldn't I? My other senses, hearing, touch, and smell, maybe they're a little more developed than yours, but that's only because I have to.
You know, I think it's great that you're not there. You just don't seem to have any bitterness at all. I've moved, by the way.
I
I'm
know.
sitting on the sofa.
I know.
How do you know?
I heard you, and your voice is coming from a different spot.
Who'd you do that?
It's easy. Close your eyes and listen. You know where I am?
There. Hey, it works. You're really something, you know that? I think I'd be terribly bitter if I couldn't see.
No,
I'd be
you-
disagreeable.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Well, I couldn't be cheerful like you. I don't have any marvelous qualities like fortitude or courage.
Neither have I. I'm just naturally adorable.
No, you're more than that. I can tell you're a better person than I am.
You talking to me or Duncan Dan?
I would not go gentle into that good night. I would rage against the dying of the light.
Dylan Thomas.
Who?
Dylan Thomas. That's a line from a poem of Dylan Thomas.
It is?
Yes.
You mean I can quote from Dylan Thomas?
You just did.
How about that? Never even heard of him. Don't know where I learned that. I can quote from Twain. Do you want to hear my favorite quotation? It's by Twain.
Sure. Go ahead.
I only ask to be free. The butterflies are free. Mankind would not deny to Harold Smeagol what it concedes to the butterflies. I identify strongly with the butterflies in that quotation. Do you like it?
Yes, but it's not my Mark Twain.
Why not?
Because it was written by Charles Dickens.
You sure?
Yes. Harold Skimpole is a character in Bleak House by Dickens.
Well, never read Dickens. Actually, I've never read Twain either, but I still assumed he wrote that. Hey, have you ever read... Damn it.
Yes, I've read Dickens and most of the things by Mark Twain. It's not falling apart in every word. They're written in Braille.
I know, but it's just awful to ask a blind person if he's read it something.
As a matter of fact, I read very well with my fingertips. Just ask me if I've felt any good books lately.
Do people ever read to you?
Yes, newspapers and magazines.
Would you like me to read to you sometime?
Sure, but I feel like I have to. Say, do you have any dirty books?
No.
That's too bad. It's the only thing that will publish in Braille.